Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the REC podcast, brought to you by the REC Toycast. I'm your host, Roman Chavez, and with me as always,
Erik Icarus.
Eric.
What's up, man?
You can find us on the gram at REC Podcast. You can follow myself at Roman REC Podcast, and you can follow yourself.
Gulag_J_Wheeldan.
Dude, look at all these crazy cameras.
I know, what's going on here, man?
Yeah, we're just trying some new stuff. We got some new cameras in, some better actual GoPros.
Some better gear.
And we'll see. We keep shaking this table, so we'll see how the video looks like.
Yeah.
How you doing, my friend?
I'm good, man.
There's COVID in the world, dude.
There is a lot of COVID in the world.
Well, I mean, there's been a lot, but there is some more. And our Batman to be Robert Pattinson apparently contracted COVID-19.
What?
So some filming has kind of halted.
Yeah.
I read today though that they're going to be doing some stuff without him, which just makes sense.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to start disclosing like where these people might have been, because like if he's the only one,
I kind of want to know. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, what are you doing, man? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
We got Batman stuff to do
for sure.
You cannot be loosey goosey right now. So yeah, that sucks. It's gonna put a little bit of a kink, a little bit of a delay in production, but. It sounds like they're gonna make their own moves and try to figure that out.
For sure. That's kind of a bummer, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody who's been so excited about this movie, then all of a sudden, boom.
Yeah.
COVID of all things, ironically taking out the Batman.
Exactly.
Come on now, man.
That is the joke to be made, right?
I mean,
started with a bat. It's ending our Batman movie for a little bit, but it sounds like they have a good idea. It seems. I mean, the NBA for the most part seemed to have a really good hey, this is our bubble. Regardless of what happened, elsewhere, people leaving. If you do the bubble thing, you're going to be.
It helps. It definitely helps, man.
So, because I don't know if you saw, but did you see Tom Cruise? He purchased, he rented a cruise ship.
That's great.
Yes, because he's going to have all the cast and crew on there for Mission Impossible 7. He wants to really mitigate it. I think it's genius. If you do a cruise ship, you get everybody. I know it's hard to not make the joke, right? Like, why would you do this to us? Like, why would you put me...
he knew what he was doing.
He had to.
Obviously.
And I think he did that on purpose, too.
I think he did, too.
Yeah, because Tom Cruise, he could have got like a demilitarized, destroyer.
Sure.
He could have got anything.
Honestly, it might be one of those... I think people need to be careful going on those.
Yes.
Because it might be one of those Scientology seaboard things.
Yeah. Oh.
Like, they walk on there and like, hey, what's going on? No, you're going to work.
Hey, you know what? And on that note, I think we cut the feed.
Yeah.
And if you guys want to hear it get a little weird later.
If you want to hear me get weird.
Finish it up.
Finish this up.
You have to keep talking while I show this
up.
that's
fine. Yeah.
Hey, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you see the
Check
rest
out
of
the show when we put it up. Anyway, Tom Cruise on the cruise ship.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, Scientology vessel, in my opinion.
See, it asked me, do I want to download? I can hit download.
Oh, look at you. Learning stuff today.
All right. Cool.
All righty. Cutting you off.
They're off. So, yeah, dude, the cruise ship, that is, I think it's a cool idea.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a cool idea.
Sure.
You're going to kind of create your own bubble. I wonder what the rules are. Or like you said, did he just hijack a bunch of Hollywood people?
I think he did.
Off international waters, and he's gonna Scientology them.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what's gonna happen, dude.
It's
because I think they're losing members left and right.
Oh yeah, dude, they've been losing members every year,
pretty steadily. Yeah,
and there's been especially since Leah Remini left.
Yeah, and then Going Clear. I think that's her show, right?
I don't know if that's
over the documentary on HBO.
Yeah, because she definitely did one, and then I think Going Clear is a separate one. But regardless, there's been a lot of negative press. The father of the head of Scientology leaving and telling his story and everything. Yeah. So it's not it's not good PR. No. And then obviously they Travolta, they're powerful guys. You feel like they don't talk about it anymore. There was a time in the mid 2000s where
it was all Scientology.
I'm a Scientologist.
It's great. Yeah. Now it's kind of like, so you're still doing that, huh? Yeah, I am.
yeah. It's like you're in that.
You started doing Pilates.
You're in that. Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. Yeah. You're still doing the Atkins diet.
Yeah, Atkins. So you're still on that? Yeah, it works for me. Wow. Hey, if it works for you.
And guys, I want to apologize for I'm smacking a little bit. I got a cold. It's
because the show's so tasty.
I don't have the Rona, but I do have a cold, so I apologize. I'm gonna be coughing a lot. It's not gonna be great. I want everybody to look at the difference between Eric and I. real quick with our new cameras.
Yes.
I have this straightened up.
I noticed that
and
too.
Eric's
yeah,
like this like
mangled mess,
thing going on.
Yeah.
And it's
I think it says a lot about us. I actually noticed that.
Yeah.
When I was setting it up, I kind of sat back and went, "Oh wow, that's a little different."
What do you think that Hollywood needs to do? What do you think that these films need to do when it comes to their bubble situations? Like, do you think it should be, hey guys, I need 90 days of no contact.
Absolutely.
You got to stay here. And hey, what? There are these towns that like need tourism.
Right.
That need that money. Like, why aren't you renting out a small town?
For sure.
Or, an area and be like, hey guys, like we're going to populate it. The people who are here in this general vicinity, COVID tested, you guys can only go to these COVID approved establishments.
I think that's a great idea.
I think that there's,
it cuts down on exposure.
Yeah.
And, and some of the, crew or people involved in the movie have a problem with it. It's like, well, you signed on for this.
Yeah.
And, you have to, and I think there's a stipulation in every contract. You have to be willing and healthy enough to work.
Oh, completely.
Within your capacity. And if you're going out and hobnobbing and canoodling, in catching COVID, it's that kind of not good.
I think
you're halting production.
I think the SS, Tom Cruise is really, really smart.
I think
especially if you like outfit it like, hey, you guys are basically on vacation when we're not filming. We've got the chefs, we've got things you can do.
Scientology seminars.
We got Pauly Shore for an hour of comedy every day. We're not even paying him.
The Weasel?
Yeah, the Weasel.
Yeah, he was just there.
Yeah, he was working. He was cleaning the toilet, and we're like, hey man, you want to tell some stories?
He said, yeah, buddy.
Oh, God.
Do you like Pauly Shore?
At
a time? You did like Pauly Shore for a time?
I think at a time I didn't hate Pauly Shore. And I don't know if I got to hating him. I never really was into the shtick. Probably my favorite Pauly Shore shtick is from, hey, look at that. When he
was Powerline.
Yeah, he wasn't Powerline, but he was. He
was the Leaning Tower.
Cheesa. Yeah, he was basically Pauly Shore, but in goofy high school and everything.
Sure.
But yeah, I am not a Pauly Shore fan. Are you?
I liked Jury Duty.
Okay.
That's about it.
In the Army?
And I liked.
Did you like Biodome?
No, God, that's what killed him for me.
Yeah.
Like I kind of liked Encino Man and Son-in-Law had some laughs. Yeah, I liked Jury Duty, and then that was it, dude. That was it. Biodome killed it.
Did you ever hear him when he was on Rogan?
Yes.
Talking about it.
Yeah. That was actually one Rogan interview I couldn't get into, man. I felt like Rogan had a hard time getting things out of him. Yeah. Like he was very
guarded.
And he talked. You just couldn't really understand him. He was stumbling a lot.
I liked getting more of the kind of the backstory and the comedy story.
Yeah, that was kind of cool with his mom Mitzi, and absolutely. That was the only cool part of that.
Yeah, I could take or leave Robert Pattinson. Or I'm sorry, not Robert Pattinson.
I think you slipped right there.
I did slip. I was looking at my Robert Pattinson note. I could take or leave Pauly Shore. He's not. I'm not better for knowing.
He's like an appendix.
Sure, yeah.
It's there.
It's there, and sometimes it kills you.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Did you hear the talk that Sony is trying to produce a Silk? It sounds like animated movie, but it could be live action.
Could be.
Silk is the character from Spider-Man that they kind of retconned into the mainstream, where she was bit the same day that Peter was bit. She was at the same expo, and she tells her parents right away, and they keep her hidden. They don't want anybody to find her. And it's interesting because again, it gives us another female superhero.
Right.
And the Spider-Verse is very hot.
Yes, it is.
And if you're going to go animated, obviously, I guess you'd link it into the
you have
Spider-Verse
to
stuff.
Why not?
Yeah, she's Asian, so it gives us another ethnicity.
Yeah, another little more diversity. Absolutely.
So yeah, I'm very, very excited. It is that her first appearance in Amazing Spider-Man 4 had been really steady at like you were good to get one at $50 raw, but they would go between 50 and 80 depending on. But the graded copies have been doing really well at a 9.8. And there was a variant that was 1 in 10 by Humberto Ramos, and it's an excellent cover. I'll put it up here for you guys. And it that thing has always been hot. Now they're going between $500, $600, $700 graded. And if you could have got one a few months back for about $100, maybe $150, but now they're just skyrocketing. Are you familiar with the character that much in terms of Silk?
From just what you've told me, and I like it. It's definitely a cool take on the character.
Yeah.
And I always like the aspect of why wouldn't there have been another student bitten that day?
Sure, why not?
Spiders. Not one is just going to get out.
Yeah.
The other another few are going to find a way out. The same way that one got out.
Yeah.
So I always thought that aspect of her character was cool, and it was a completely different take on Peter's character, where, he wanted to be out in the world.
Yeah.
Kept it a secret from his loved ones, and her story tells her loved ones, and they keep her hidden.
Yeah.
It's a complete flip on the character.
It is.
And it gives you a different perspective.
Yeah.
What would a sheltered person with superpowers do once released into the world, man? It's such a cool concept, and I'm all about it, man. I love Silk the character.
The
I love Silk the Shocker too.
Oh, nice. Wow.
And Silk stockings.
Oh, all right, keep going. I'm with you. The Silk Road, not cool.
Not cool, kids. Don't go on there. Yeah. We don't support that.
But yeah, I'm excited to get more spiders, and I think that they're able to, like, Gwen Stacy's Spider-Woman, now they call her the Ghost Spider,
right.
Very much appealed to women. They did a good job of incorporating good colors and then good costume imagery, and then a strong character, really helping Gwen Stacy be her kind of Peter Parker.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like it's still very, like, she's very much the loner Spider-Man type thing.
Yes.
And then so you've got this other aspect where Silk likes to make her costumes, and she had been kind of kept away for so long that she's a little afraid at first, but like you said, she's it's like that what's that show on Netflix where the girl who's like kidnapped by that guy and kept in the cellar.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
It's a comedy that Tina Fey did. I can't
forgot
remember.
it was.
Mindy Kaling is one of the writers, but and Tina Fey I think is a showrunner. But she was just kind of locked away. And then now she's experiencing things. She wants to try all these things, and it makes for a really, really fun Spider tale.
Oh, absolutely.
And it hits so well with audiences on Edge of the Spider-Verse. And if we give Miles another character that he can help uplift as well, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's something they can teach each other. Because of course Miles can learn something from her.
Yes.
And I think that was the best part of Spider-Verse.
Agreed.
Was even Spider-Ham got some words of wisdom in there.
Arguably the best. You can't always save everybody.
Yes. Got the deepest line in that movie. Arguably the most ridiculous character.
Yeah.
Gives the most cutting line in that movie.
My boy John Mulaney, dude.
John Mulaney laying it down.
Yeah. We even have people that can identify with the pig.
No, for sure, man. I didn't think I liked that movie that much. I thought it would be okay, but then I watched it with you and your daughter.
Yeah. And your dad.
And my dad. Oh yeah, we did.
So
and it was a lot of, it was emotional. I was like, God, Uncle Aaron.
They did a really, really good job of getting new Spider-Man fans.
Yeah.
Like I said, arguably the greatest superhero ever, one of the most popular worldwide.
Absolutely.
And you found a way, hats off to Marvel, you found a way to rebake, repackage, and then get a new audience.
Absolutely.
It's like Cheetos and spicy Cheetos. Yeah. There is some overlap, but you got new fans.
Yeah. Oh, big time.
I'm excited. I'm really excited.
And I hope they do bring, tie it into spin it, if you will, into more the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, tangle more things in the web. and I think that we're all very, very into
and we're
that
stoked,
idea.
Man.
It got me, thinking too, what's a Marvel character that you want to see that hasn't been represented in the MCU? Who's the guy that you're looking for to maybe be obscure, be brought to the front, is already kind of in the B range and just needs that MCU bump to be in the A range?
Mine is going to be a little crazy because this character has appeared in a Marvel movie.
Okay.
A really bad Marvel movie, mind you.
Okay.
And I think this character has a lot of potential. It's Jamie Madrox. Madrox. Is it Madrox?
Madrox.
Yeah. The multiple man.
Oh yeah.
Just because of the X Factor investigations.
Yes.
I wanted an X Factor investigations TV show.
Yeah.
Headed up by Jamie.
Yeah. There you go.
I think that could take what Jessica Jones was doing and just kind of take it in a more because it was a team, right? Not just Jamie or multiple.
Yeah, it was a lot. It
wasn't him just investigating other characters.
It was a lot of different. It was almost exactly the X Factor team minus Alex.
Okay.
I even think Lorna shows up for a little bit, but it's
Guido's there.
Yeah, Guido's there. Yeah. I think Wolfsbane's there for a minute.
Yeah.
Madrock is the head. Siren.
Okay.
Yeah, Siren is there. So she wasn't an X Factor. So really, it might just be Madrox actually.
See, that's what I say. It's just kind of, but he's okay. For those who don't know, X Factor Investigations is a multiple man kind of. He's a PI.
Yeah,
and he's taking jobs from other superpowered people.
He's stationed in Mutant Town after the decimation,
right?
Which happens when Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch, she says no more mutants,
right?
And she like decimates the mutant population. Like everybody is still alive, but people, I think they get down to at least under 200 mutants that they can count.
Yeah.
So like they show, like you see the Blob, and he has like all this extra skin, and he's like, I can't, he's like he's lost his powers, and he's like, I've tried to kill myself, but I can't cut through enough skin. Like, dude, it's dark. It's dark.
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying, man.
Some mutants are disappearing. Jamie's looking into it, and then kind of starts this. So he kind of stays. It's very much like Angel, the show,
right?
With Angel Investigations, where he's kind of investigating like paranormal stuff. Jamie's looking into more things that are happening in Mutant Town.
Yeah.
District X.
District X. Yes. I mean, you could even call the show District X.
Yeah, it'd be great.
And that's kind of what I'm looking at, because it is obscure.
It is,
but I think it could work. Mm-hmm. Again, we always mention Rocket and Groot. Mm-hmm. If you can make that work, you can make a mutant PI work.
Yeah,
and
the levels that Jamie possesses, where each time he's a guy he's again the multiple man. Mm. He's a guy who can duplicate himself.
Yes,
but he needs it through kinetic energy. So if you punch him, another one will show up.
Right.
So oftentimes he'll just kind of.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because he did that in the cartoon.
Yes.
When they met the X-Men in the animated series. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's fighting Wolverine.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a very great episode.
I love that episode.
Yeah, I think you need to set up regular X Factor for it to work, unless you're gonna do District X.
Unless you just do District X,
because it could just be like Madrox Investigations.
Yeah, exactly. And then they scoop them up to X Factor.
Yeah,
like the government gets involved.
Yes,
and
there you go. Just do it backwards.
Just do it backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, for those who don't know, X Factor is a government-sanctioned X team. For those who don't know,
very much like Alpha Flight was in Canada.
Right.
X Factor is like you said, government funded.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Checks. Yeah, see what I'm saying? I think that could work, dude.
That's a really good pool. The character, and I briefly talked about it on this show before. The character I'm kind of putting my eggs in the basket right now is Darkhawk.
Really?
Darkhawk, Christopher something or other.
Lambert.
Yeah. It's like Plumber. Actually, it's something like that. It's not Powell. His name is Christopher Powell. And he basically gets this like amulet. And they would need to change the origin a bit because it's very convoluted.
Is it really?
Yes, because like he gets this amulet and it allows him to change physical places with this robot. So he controls the robot. So literally wherever that robot was, he like changes places with it, controls it, comes back. The robot has superpowers. It's not like a suit of armor. It's it's like this living robot thing. It's very convoluted.
Yeah, I'm about to say it is.
But very visually. I'll put up a picture for you.
Yeah, totally.
Go ahead.
What I remember about from what I remember about this character was that he was so extreme. This was the extreme '90s, baby.
Yeah,
and he had you'll see him here in a second, or you already saw him, but very '90s looking, but awesome.
Yeah,
aesthetically love it.
Aesthetically, very very cool.
And I think it could work this day and age with the rise of technology.
So this is a Darkhawk #1.
Yep.
These are not very expensive right now. Mm-hmm. This is something that I'm putting my eggs in the basket.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like it could be revamped, put into Guardians, put into some other things.
You're right. Okay.
This is one of those controversial first appearance books because a month before this one comes out, I think in February. This one comes out in March, and a book called Marvel Age, issue 97 comes out. It was kind of like an old Marvel like preview book. And there's 5 pages of this comic.
Oh, really?
In there, yeah. Oh. Very nice. And so anyway, the character is visually cool.
Yeah.
His story is convoluted. Just give the guy the suit. Like we're fine. I think they might end up doing that later.
Sure.
But yeah, there's like not a race.
Because he doesn't invent the suit like Tony, right?
No, he finds this amulet.
Like, which goes kind of like very Tony-esque.
Yeah, very Tony-esque. Yeah, it's like, hey, we need Wolverine and
just
Iron
on
Man.
one side.
Yeah.
Because he's only got the claw in one hand, right?
Yeah, and they just kind of like made him a street hero for the longest time when his powers are clearly cosmic.
Right? Yeah.
So I think that's a character that I would like to see people somewhat invest in, because raw copies, don't spend more than $10.
Okay. It's a good spec book here.
I think it could be a good spec book. I really do, just because we are getting to the deeper part of the well.
Yes.
And I think this
one, I would say more interesting part of the well.
When it's easy when it's Cap. It's easy when it's Iron Man. It's hard when you have a character. It's hard, and it might be easy because, hey, this is almost a blank slate.
This is a clean slate right here, man. You could do something very cool. Because I don't think he's had his own book for a while, right?
They did a Darkhawk Ascension miniseries a couple years ago, which was in the War of Kings storyline. I know that they started to revamp the character then, and then it just didn't stick.
There was kind of that weird renaissance. Because I remember that kind of tied in when his Marvel Legend came out.
Very much so, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I feel like they were trying to push him.
Because visually the character is cool looking.
Yeah, he is.
You've got wings, you've got claws, you've got a visor. It's literally a walking, X-Men.
Pretty much.
And then you have the jewel, which we always love jewels and gemstones and all of that jazz.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. That's one I'd like to see take off, and you guys can make a little bit of money. I think I'm going to try to make some money down the road, but yeah, that's the Darkhawk. That's the Darkhawk.
I like him. I like how he's beating up these dudes.
Yeah, just like
sensitive ponytail guy here.
Yeah, sensitive ponytail guy. He's got he's beating up on street villains when he's clearly enhanced.
I know, right? Yeah.
So it's just got to be.
He's putting all of our street heroes out of work.
Yeah, exactly.
Iron Fist and Dee and
like whoa,
Luke Cage.
Man.
Like, what's up, dude?
Yeah, you got to put him in jail. Stop killing them, okay? Like this is a rotating door in this society. This is how this is the heroes for hire, baby.
That's how we make our Sacagawea.
So you like Madrox? I love that. I just want to see. I mean, as soon as the MCU can really get their feet planted well with mutants,
yes.
I mean, there's a whole other universe there.
There's a whole other 10 years, baby.
X-Factor, Excalibur, X-Force.
The XX.
The Generation X. There's tons. There's tons of X Club, X-Men Blue and Gold teams.
Yeah, that's right.
They really milked that.
They did, man. Yeah.
And but it could be interesting, and I'd love to see I'd love to see Excalibur.
It's interesting.
Captain Britain. Let's get Nightcrawler over there.
Yep. Siren.
Yeah.
Megan.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Like deep cuts, right there.
It's guys. There's a whole world of these dudes. That you don't even know about.
Oh yeah.
You don't even know.
Go look it up, kids. There's a lot of cool books out there to read, man.
Oh yeah. I think that's our show, bro.
Yeah?
I think we had a quick one tonight, which is good because I'm really fighting back these coughs. I'm really fighting back these coughs, but we really wanted to get a show out for you guys this week.
Yeah.
And hopefully by next show I will be up at full strength. If you like what we're doing, please hit the subscribe button. Give us a like. Tell your friends, man. We got some good subscribers up.
Yeah, we did.
We're doing a lot of good. If you don't know, we are having, for our new subscribers, a giveaway.
Yes.
On YouTube. At 250 subs, we are going to give away an Invincible Iron Man 7. CGC at a 9.2. This is the first cameo appearance of Riri Williams. We'll let Eric model that for you for a second.
The lovely Eric,
yeah. At 500 subscribers, we're going to give away a 9.4 full appearance of Riri Williams graded. Beautiful book. She is Ironheart and a little bit of Iron Man for a little while. At 750, very sought after. This is a raw copy, but a very cool book. Variant from Michael Choi. I keep saying Mike Cho, who is another artist. Michael Choi does this cover. Real sought after Miles book right now. And the Miles book of all Miles books is a 7.5 graded Ultimate Fallout 4, which is the first appearance of Miles Morales. This has never been pressed or cleaned, so there is some, I think there's some bump value in that. Very rare and expensive book, and we're just giving these away, guys. We really want you to subscribe, watch the show, listen to the show, and we would really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Eric, do you have any final thoughts for us today?
Oh, yes, I do. Cena for Sandman.
Huh?
Cena for Sandman.
Oh, did you see that? Yeah, people are Jesus. People are talking about John Cena maybe for Sandman, which I would be very into.
It'd be interesting.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
All right. Hey, man, that's good. Guys, thank you so much for listening. I have been your host, Roman Chavez.
I'm still Eric Icarus. Ooh, I slipped.
You did?
First time.
Yeah, I slipped on Robert Pattinson, so it's fine. And we will catch you on the next podcast.